Thank you, Banner. Thank you. I've been talking and and I've been on mute this whole time. See, I can hear through this mic because I'm not on mute on the mic, but on StreamYard, I forgot to unmute myself. Thank you, Banner. Anyways, hey y'all. So I'm testing out my new camera. Shout out to Brian Heathen Hatchery, Chicken Man. He bought one of these and showed it off, and I decided to get the smaller version of his. I think he got the Tiny 2 and I got the Tiny 2 Lite. But look at that. So how am I looking? And this is not even in 4K. It shoots up to 4K, but I decided to try 1080p. And it's AI, so when I move, it follows. So it's on the gimbal. It's so dope. I can't wait to use this when I go to California and do my podcast from the Reptile Breeder Show. That's gonna be so much fun. What up? Whatever. I was just talking about this live and lives in the future on this channel because Snake Cinema Podcast is now on the Whiskey Bomb Network. So I'm no longer doing the podcast here. But I want to do like a once a month live chat, like what I'm doing now with y'all, just chatting live once a month, maybe twice a month, but that's about it. That's my limit. That's my cap on this channel, just so my viewers and my subscribership doesn't go stagnant. You know what I'm saying? What up, Pat? What up, Project Pat? Thanks for tapping in. Thank y'all for warning me. I'm sitting here talking, not even looking at the comments. Thank y'all. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Fred, what it do? Thanks for tapping in. I appreciate you. And Fred, your shirt is coming. It's coming next week. The holidays has been crazy. And you know, Candy, she got a job and kids, but she's making the shirts and she said she's shipping them out next week. So sorry for the delay, but you know, life be life. And she caught the flu over Christmas. She caught the flu, and so she didn't do any shirts. And so we don't want to spread no joints. So, but they're coming. And Pat, your shirt should be coming as well soon. You know what? Thank you, Banner. How was school today? It was actually good. I was afraid that, you know, children being out of school for 2 weeks, that they were going to come back and wow out. They were actually good. And also all my students didn't show up. One, because a lot of them went back to Mexico for Christmas to be with their families, and some traveled elsewhere. I know I have a student who said they went to California for Christmas. The other student said they went up north for Christmas to see family, and because of these storms, flights have got canceled and delayed. I got an email from a parent saying that they're stuck where they are right now. So all my 25 heartbeats, they did not show up. So it was a really good, decent day, and I appreciate that. It was a great way to get back into work. But they're predicting a snowstorm coming to Memphis on Friday, so we might get a 4-day work week. We might be out on Friday. We'll see. Whoa. What's with the Zoom? I know that the AI, there we go. Okay, I got to turn that off my settings. I'll do that later. But if you do different hand signals, it will zoom in and zoom out, and I just accidentally zoom in. There we go. I got to turn that off. So, because I know I'm going to talk with my hands. But this is dope. I'm suggesting this camera. I love it so far. And this is the first day. Like, I literally just unboxed it. Let's see. What up? Yeah. Yeah. It's supposed to, there's somewhere in the settings. I have not looked at the user's manual. I'm freestyling this right now as we speak. So there's somewhere in the settings, I'll wait till after this live, where you can turn it off. You can tell AI, hey, don't follow my hand gestures. We are under a winter weather advisory as we speak down here in Virginia. Y'all be safe, Pat. Be safe. Please be safe. Let's see. My kid got an extra day off because of weather in Ohio today. I can't complain. Hey. hopefully Friday I can say the same thing. Or maybe, you know, we've been getting some snow flurries all day today throughout the day. So maybe overnight. Either way, I cannot complain. For this to be the first day back from winter break at work, I cannot complain. I actually feel pretty good. And especially since I got this new camera, I feel great. Been so excited to come home. But just so y'all three don't get bored with me as I'm testing this, I do have a little presentation I want to do. Shout out to Reggie's Urban Jungles. He did a reel / TikTok video talking about his top 5 or his starter 5, and he used an audio from like a basketball, you know, commentary where they talk about their starter 5s, whether it's Kobe, MJ, or whatever, but he made it relevant to like ball python morphs, and it was so hilarious, so funny. And so that inspired me to do my own top 5. But y'all know me, I like lists, so I did technically it's top 10 because there are going to be 5 honorable mentions. So let me share that. And if y'all want to share in the chat y'all top 5 or top 10 in morphs and genetics, we can do that. We can talk about that. So, and y'all know I love a good slideshow. So let's do this. And if y'all want to share this live out, if you can, to different chats and stuff, but we're going to start off first. So morphs, recessives, and codoms. I'm doing both incomplete dominants and recessives. I think I did recessives first. So let's do look at Pat. One pie. We'll see. Unless you're saying that's yours. If that's yours, hey, I agree. I'm not complaining on that one. So let's see. All right, so these are my honorable mentions of recessives, where you need 2 copies to get a visual. So number 10, we have the black axanthic, aka the TSK, because shed testing just proved that they are both the same and not different. When it comes to all the axanthics, I really don't have any axanthic I don't like. I like VPI, I like MJ, I like TSK. I have yet to see an axanthic combo I don't like. I'm pretty sure TSK is the one that created the that combo that created the Stormtrooper, and even though the original breeder has not been able to replicate the Stormtrooper, it still came from that. So it's awesome. I like it. But out of all the axanthics, to me, the black axanthic / TSK is the best one when it comes to like pure black and white snakes. So I can't complain about that. So that's my number 10. And then Monsoon, to me, Monsoon is just like Pinstripe, which I love. I just like anything with spots. I'm not afraid of a banana getting freckles and stuff. I like snakes with spots, just like I like dogs with spots. I like Dalmatians, even though Dalmatians are a-holes, but I just like the aesthetic of them. And so I'm not mad at Monsoon. Now, Monsoon is expensive. It is, but if given the chance, I would definitely work Monsoon into my projects in the future. Maybe it's a 10-year goal. Not none right now, but maybe a 10-year goal. But I'm good with their cheaper cousin, the Pinstripe. But Monsoon is pretty dope. I remember Austin being in Genetic Canvas episode. Austin's been showing Monsoon in a lot of stuff in Billy's podcast, all that. But the Genetic Canvas specific episode where he talked about Monsoon and he showed a lot of combos off, that really made me like, oh my gosh, that's dope. That's awesome. And the fact that he said he doesn't have blackhead in his collection, shame on you, Austin. It makes me want to go see if maybe in the future I can make some dope blackhead Monsoon combos. Who knows? But that's a 10-year goal. I'm not worried about that right now because I ain't got no Monsoon in my collection. And then, of course, number 8 is the butterflies. I know, Keys, when you watch this later, this playback and when y'all watch the replay. I know. Shame, not the butterflies. But I actually do like the butterflies. I've seen some dope combos. I've seen some stuff that really intrigued my interest. And because y'all know I love dark jeans, to me, that Monarch is pretty good with the dark jeans. They play pretty well. So Maybe that's another recessive that I do not have and probably won't have for another 10 years because of all the animals I do got. But if ever given the opportunity or the chance, even if it was like a split cut in the future with someone else, I wouldn't mind working Monarch in certain dark mode projects in the future. But yeah, I did choose the butterflies for my number 8. Again, these are honorable mentions. Okay, so calm down, Keys. Calm down. Don't have an aneurysm. And then number 7 are the albinos. Now, I know there are multiple different albinos. There's the candy, the laugh, the regular albino. I don't know, but look, I like albinos. I like the yellow snakes with red eyes. I think they're cute. I have no issues with them. I love how albinos work with dark genes, with all that contrast. But I like all the albinos. I don't discriminate. Now, I do have a couple of het labs in my collection, so those will be some that I will work in the future, but it's not that important. It's not on my top 5 list. It's not my starter 5 because, it's not I'm not saying it's not perfect. It's just not of importance right now as far as my top 5 recessives that I want to work or am working. But I don't hate them. I don't hate albinos, and they make the perfect pets. So if you're like, I don't like working pet quality animals, I don't like animals that could be wholesale as byproducts, man, shut up. Albinos are dope. All of them. They're cool. Is one better than the other? I'm pretty sure, but who cares? Vanna, calm down. No honorable mention to them. Hey, we can't all, a broken clock is right once or twice or whatever, but everybody can have at least 1 or 2 things that others like. No. Let's see. Patrick said number 1 pie, number 2 hypo, 3 DG, 4 banana, 5 blackhead, 6 albino, 7 blackhead. Oh, he meant G stripe, 7 G stripe, 8 tri stripe, 9 chocolate, 10 calico. I am not mad at that, Patrick. That's a dope list. I will forgive you for DG and hypo, especially being 2 and 3, but overall, that is not a bad list. I kind of agree with 7 out of 10 on your list. All right. And then last but not least in the honorable mentions, the one gene that I can't wait to add into my collection, but right now I do not have, which is why it's not on the starter 5, is cryptic. Not kryptons. No clowns over here. I'm not working clowns. Spoiler alert for those who thought clown was in my top 5, is not even a little bit. Cryptics, I do want to work cryptics. I have seen some dope cryptic combos. Of course, I've also seen some dope combos that has krypton, but I want to work with just the cryptic single by itself. I think it's dope, even in the single form, the ones I've seen. So in the future, not now, but in the future, hopefully I will have cryptic in my collection. So those are just the honorable mentions. They are the animals that I'm not working right now or am not in a rush to get. But if given the chance, if given the opportunities, I would take it. I won't hesitate to say no. You know what I'm saying? But I do like those. So who made my starter 5? Who made my top 5 recessives? Let's start the countdown at number 5, tri-stripe. I don't have any tri-stripe in my collection, but when it comes to all the stripe, I'm be honest, I like all the stripes. I like G-stripe, I like tris, I like, what's the other stripe? There's one else missing. But anyways, I like all the stripes. I like weird, different patterns and unique patterns in snakes, or lack of patterns in snakes. I just like if it's something that makes the snake stand out. And tri-stripe, out of all the stripes, tri-stripe is my favorite. It is my favorite. And so when given the chance, when given the opportunity, I will be investing. I know that Ash from Morph Minded works tri-stripe heavy. I know that the man who inspired this whole list, Reggie's Urban Jungle, he works tri-stripe. There was one he had on his Morph market that I was going to buy at one point, but it's gone. I should have been quicker than that. Well, it was a head. It was a head tri-stripe male. Should have been quicker than that. Somebody snagged it. But and then of course our favorite boy Cartman, Eric B. You know Rakim. He is working tri-stripe. So I have connections. I have people that I can shop with in the future. And when I do, I will be calling probably all three. I'll probably call Ash, Eric B, and Reggie, and start my tri-stripe arsenal, because it is number 5 in my top 5. So if I had the choice, I would pick that. Now, what was number 4? Number 4, my fourth favorite recessive gene. Oh, sorry, but the picture of the snake took away covered the words. Ultra male. Ultra male. You can see the pictures. Ultra male. Ultra male is, it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, especially blackhead ultra male, especially ultra male pies. Shout out to Brock from Morphinary Arts. The animals he's been producing lately. I can't wait to buy one of his animals. The animals, especially the ultra male pies. The animals he's been spitting out, and he's working blackhead and black pastels and other dark genes with ultra male. I need a visual. I have a bunch of hits. I have a bunch of hits. So I need to, Steve, what it do? I need to get some visuals, at least a 1.1, you know, a 1 male, 1 female visual. So I can't wait to have and create my own combos, but I definitely have a lot of hits in my collection. Can't wait to work those, especially next year, because I know my boys will be ready. The girls, they taking their time. They just happy with life. But I cannot wait to breed and work those combos that are on my list. And maybe the next month's live, I will talk about future pairings, because I just played with Husbandry Pro. They have a breeding section where you can put males or females and make like a wish list stuff. I did that, and I'm pretty pumped of all the stuff I have. And so let's move on. So yeah, ultra male is my number 4 favorite recessive. Number 3, we have Puzzle, and shout out to Dylan, these balls and burrs. He got me in the the puzzle game. I won. Well, I was given. I didn't win it. I was given $250 store credit to Dylan's his business for a future snake, and I end up using that to get 2 pos head puzzles. But for sure, we believe that male is definitely 100%. But as soon as I get those snakes, I'm going to get them both shed tested. And we're going to rock and roll. I can't wait. I love, as y'all can tell from my list, I love snakes that have weird patterns to them, that are, funky looking, or, some different about them. And so Puzzle is one of them. And I don't care if it's attached to pastel. I actually like pastel. Can't nobody shame me into liking pastel. And to me, pastel and Puzzle, just like pastel and Cypress, is chef's kiss. Is like bread on butter. And so I can't wait to have my 1.1 here, and I can work those and start my own, and then plug the Puzzle into Project Dark Mode and Project Pied and a couple of other projects that I'm not talking about right now. But we will talk about future pairings and goals on next month's live. Again, this live, these lives, these are not a podcast. This is just Snake Prince Lives, where I come and chat with y'all and talk to my subscribers. And so yeah, so super pumped about that. So I'll be sharing my pairings the month of February whenever I go live then. But Puzzle is definitely, I can't wait. I cannot wait to get those snakes from Dylan. It's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun ride, and I can't wait to add more Puzzle in my arsenal in the future. Number two, Paint the World. KG, don't kill me. Paint the world. I love paint. And thanks to my mentors, Nikki and Jason from Mutation Station, I got a couple of hits in my arsenal. And there's also a special paint project. I'm not going to go into details, but I'm going to be doing a collab with Pip Stalkers in the future, near future, very near future. And we about to paint. I'm just going to say we about to paint the world. Like DJ always say, like he say on his merch, paint the world. We going to have a paint party. I love paint. If I have to, what up, Marcus and Tiffany? Thank you for tapping in. If someone had put a gun to my head and said, you only get 2 recessives and that's all you're working with, you can't work with no other recessives. This one and number 1, paint, and my number 1, those are the 2 recessives I want to work forever. I will never get sick and tired of it. Yo, sis, Maki, what it do? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. And for those who tapping in, again, this is not a new podcast. This is just a once a month live that I'm going to do to help boost my numbers on this channel and to help connect with my subscribers, since my podcast, Snakes in the Podcast, is now on the Whiskey Bomb Network. So these lives are just chit-chatting with people like y'all, my supporters. And every once in a while, like what I'm doing right now, I will have a specific topic I'll talk about, and we can just, what they say, shoot the shits and stuff. Yeah, so that's all we doing. We just hanging out, chilling, and I'm just sharing my favorite genes. I'm starting with the recessives, and then we'll go to the incomplete dominance after this. So like I said, if someone put a gun to my head and said you only can work with 2 recessives in Creative Reptiles can only work with 2 recessives and nothing else, paint is definitely going to be that. No hard, and you can see the examples that I picked from Morph Market that I got off Morph Market. These are all different combos, but just a single gem. I think the one in the middle, at the bottom middle, is just a simple visual paint with nothing else. I like that. I can open my racks, or I can, open my tubs and look at that and be happy, be content. I just like this weird pattern disrupt. I just like it. It makes the snakes look dope. And so, yeah. So number 2, favorite recessives, paint. Again, I'm sorry, KG, don't kill me. And number 1, y'all already knew it. It was obvious. If I told y'all clown was nowhere on this list, what other recessive out there that's the number 1 recessive who could have been? Pies. And if you can see all the examples, there's a variety of pies that you can choose from. There's a variety of colors. If you want to work exantic pies, you can get you a black and white snake looking pie, or like this Dalmatian looking pie over here. I think there was like a pastel and some other stuff. I forgot what it was. I snagged these off Morph Market, so I'm sorry. I forgot to write what they were. But then we got the Gene X pie. I got 2 of those. I got a 1.1 of Gene X pies. I love how orange Gene X pies look like little pumpkin snakes. I love them. And then there's a variety. Pastel pies are dope. The LC Black Magics, we're gonna talk about them a little later. Even the black pastel, like, I don't care. I love pies. And I know a lot of people are picky. They want mostly pattern, and that's because they're working 5, 6, 7, 8,000 genes into one snake, and they want to be able to see what it is. But I don't mind low white pies. I don't mind high white pies. I just like the pies to look like pies. So if it's 50-50, those are the ones I prefer, 50-50. If I had to choose, but I like the fact that you can make a pied clutch, and they get all babies come out looking different. Some will be high white, some be low, unless it was like a black pastel to a black pastel pie, then you're gonna get a bunch of high whites. But it's just, I love the variety, the options you have. And of course, they're like the number 1 pet. So if you selling snakes or you vending at shows, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna sell your pies. And Even if I don't sell them, if I have to hold them back because nobody's buying in today's market, guess what? I will be happy with every single pied in my collection. So yeah, pied is my number one recessive. Josh, what it do? Not a podcast. It's not a. You are a fool. Thanks for tapping in. Yes, thank you, thank you. Pieds is the most versatile. Yes. And and pieds are one of those snakes. A lot of us can agree was the snake that we fell in love with when we got to the ball python gang. Most of us. I'm not gonna say all of us. Most of us. When we saw a snake for the first time, either at a reptile show or whatever, we like, what caught our eye? It was either a spider, a pied, or a banana. Let's just keep it real. Or what snake catches the kids' eyes? You go to a reptile expo, which ones do your kids run to? The pied, the spider, or the banana? So yeah. If I had it, like I said with number 2 with paint, if I had a gun put to my head, as somebody said, you can only work 2 genes, 2 recessives in your collection. You can't work with nothing else. Only 2. It would be pied and it would be paint. So those are my top recessive genes, including the honorable mentions. If you missed it and came in late, you can hit the replay of this live and watch for the honorable mentions. Matter of fact, I'll go back to the honorable mentions for those late people. I'm not going to go into details like I did earlier, but I can tell y'all, number 10, Black Exanthic / TSK. Monsoon, number 9, number 8, Monarch, number 7, all the albinos. I don't discriminate whether it's laugh, candy, whatever. And then number 6, Cryptic. All right, so let's go on to our codums or incomplete dominance. And I don't know why. See, when I made the slide, these letters were not all up here. But when I imported the StreamYard did what it wanted to do. So these are the honorable mentions, which is 10 through 6. In this order, I love, as far as codums go, I love GHI. GHI is dope. Super GHIs are doper. But even in its single form, GHI, the name says it all. You got to have it. That's why they named it Gotta Have a GHI. You do. And I have 2, and I can't wait to make supers out of them. But I also can't wait to plug them into Project Dark Mode. And they are dope. I love GHI. I got one. I got my female from Ashley and Nikita, Pip Stalkers. And I got my male from TJ and Greg. Who the fuck is Greg? At Ripping Reptiles. So I love them, and I can't wait to plug them into multiple different projects, but I definitely can't wait to plug them together to make my super GHI. James B, what it do? Thanks for tapping in to this impromptu once a month live I'm gonna do on this channel. And let's be honest, Pastel has got to be the king. Hey, I'm very biased because Pastel was my first clutch. I'm very, very biased. But because Pastel is in multiple different snakes in my collection and multiple different combos, it's not even on this list. But I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not ashamed to say I love Pastel, but it's not on this list. Pastel is like season to my food. It's like the lemon pepper to my food. I just season and sprinkle a little bit at a time. You know what I'm saying? But I enjoy it. But we're talking about the main courses, the meals themselves on this live. So, number 9, Bungo. I'm kind of biased on this too. I love Bungo. I tried to breed my Bungo girl, Tiana, this year, but she said, nah, I ain't ready. Put them boys away. I don't want them right now. So, we'll wait till maybe next season. Let her get some more meals in her, let her grow a little more. I mean, she's at the weight, she's at the size, but I guess mature wise, she said, I ain't ready to be no mama. I just want to be a hot girl. So it's all right. She rejected the man. I ain't gonna rush her. I'm just gonna let her do what she do and just be a fat cat in my racks. And next season, we're gonna attempt to make some more bungos. But I love Bungo, and I just got a Bungo male who's hit pie, so he's definitely gonna be plugged into my pie projects. But I think it's dope. Black Pastel is kind of like Pastel, but in darker gene form. Where for me, it's like the perfect seasoning to add to different combos. I love black pastel. Now, I'm not trying to make no supers. Matter of fact, every project that I have and every breeding pair that I have listed, I am avoiding super black pastels. To me, like KG always say, some snakes you just need one copy. It's great in just one copy. You don't need to double it up. And black pastel is one of those because the super is not perfect, but black pastel works perfectly with other genes and other combos. So it gets an honorable mention for me. That's my number 8. Number 7, another great complementary gene that just goes well with a lot of stuff, but even in its single form, because I lied. I don't have a single form. I have all my leopards have something else extra in them. But even if it's single form, I don't mind. I don't care if it's $25 or $50. I will go buy a single gene leopard because I just love that design on the snake. I love how the leopards look. Leopards is super dope, and I really, really enjoy that. And I got a couple of them in my collection, but again, they're not single genes. They all got multiple codons and hits in them. So, but I can't wait to work them, and they are the perfect complement, especially in blackhead. They are the perfect complement in different genes. And then of course, number six, I'm so happy I got gifted my very first Nanny / Carnage. For those people who hate the name Nanny, I don't hate the name. I like to say a Nanny. Ryan, what it do? Thanks for tapping in. I'm just sharing, my top recessives and codoms. So if you came in late, hit the replay for the recessive side. But right now we talking codoms. And so I got my Bosa gifted me my very first Nanny because I said I don't have a Nanny, but I love the nannies. And so he said, I got you, bro. And man, that snake, I love him. I love that snake. He is so dope. And then during New Year's Eve, FNA on the Whiskey Bum Network, FNA did a Christmas auction where they were auctioning off some snakes in their collection. And I won a female. So, and she has other genes in her. She has other codoms in her. And so she is ready to breed, and the male that I got from Bosa is a subadult. He's almost ready to breed. He's not ready right now. I can't pair him with anybody right now. But next season, ooh, especially the way he eat next season, oh man, I'm going to be able to start off, hopefully, if the Oz guys love me, I will be able to start off creating super nannies / Carnage. And so I'm so excited about that project. And so, yeah, super pumped. So those are my honorable mentions of my favorite codoms in Complete Dominance. Now let's do the top 5, the starter 5. If I had a basketball team, as Reggie said in his TikTok video, who would be my starter 5? So let's start with number 5. And of course, the name is covered up, but y'all see, it's Cypress, baby. And yes, I am biased because my first clutch was Pastel Cypress. And I have all 3 examples. I have my grandbabies on here. The big picture is Wonder. He is just a simple Pastel Cypress, which I think he is beautiful. Now, I have no plans for him breeding-wise. I'm going to be honest with y'all because I just don't know what to throw him to. So he's just a pet. He's my grandson. He's going to live with me forever. All 3 of them are because that's my very first clutch. But unlike his siblings, I got somebody for both of them, but he's just chilling. He will be used for photo shoots and educational shows, but as far as breeding goes, he just chilling. And that's my little spoiled boy. I love Wonder. And then up top in the middle is my all-gener that I hit on my first clutch, which is Dream. She is a Pastel Cypress Mojave Gold Blush. She has all the genes from both parents in her. And then at the top corner is Magic. He is just a Cypress Mojave Gold Blush. All 3 of them are why I fell in love with Cypress and they daddy, Mr. Gold. I fell in love with Cypress, and I want to add Cypress into so many different combos. And again, that's another gene that you don't have to double up. You know, some people are like, don't make super cypress and stuff like that. I don't plan on it. I don't plan on making super cypress. They're perfect in just one dosage. I did snag these last 3 at the bottom pictures off of Morph Market. So shout out to those breeders, but I snagged them off because these were the ones that caught my eye when I typed in the cypress gene in the Morph Market. So there's an ultra male cypress. I think that's dope. And I would love to make my own one day. I'm not working clown. I don't plan on ever working clown, but in the middle bottom is a clown cypress, and I think redhead. It was either redhead or red stripe, one of them. I think it was redhead, but that picture of that snake caught my eye, and I just had to throw it on this slideshow as a example of how dope cypress is. And then of course, G-stripe cypress. I think it's no, it's not G-stripe. That's a pinstripe. It's one of them. No, it's pinstripe. It's a pinstripe cypress, and I forgot the other gene. But anyways, as y'all can see, it's awesome. I love it. And so these are just so many multiple different examples of cypress and why I love that gene. And so yeah, that's my number 5. If I had to pick my top 5, cypress is my number 5. What is my number 4 favorite codon? Now I'm cheating because I don't have this, and I don't think I will ever have this. Oh, thank you, Josh. Red stripe cycle. Thank you. Because my dumb butt. I knew it was one of the stripes. Thank you. Like I said, I just snatched that picture off of Morph Market, but I appreciate you for correcting me. Now I'm cheating off this because I don't have this. I don't think I could afford this right now. It's a 5-year goal for me, though. I'm going to save up my money. But Malice, number 4. My favorite codon is Malice, and this is worked, produced, founded, whatever you want to say, by our bro Ash over at Morph Minded. Please follow him. He's been working this secret project for years. He's been perfecting it, throwing it in different combos. I had to snag this off his Instagram, these pictures off his Instagram. I screenshotted, but if you know, you know. And even this gene is so awesome that even the great OG legend Levance is working this project. And so Ash has done the work. He's continuing to do the work to perfect this new gene before he just release it upon the world. You're not going to find these pictures on Morph Market. You're not. So you need to go and follow Ash at Morph Minded 1 on Instagram. Super dope. And he's also working tri-stripe. He's also working tri-stripe heavy. But if you've watched Sophisticated Ignorance podcast, or if you watch Hair Down Fridays podcast, Ash has been a guest on those multiple times, and he has shown the Malice combos multiple times. So if you're like, how do you know it's a real gene? How you know? No. How you know it's not something different? How you know? Go back and watch those podcast shows where Ash is a guest and hear the story, the behind the scenes. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be showing up on another Whiskey Bum Network podcast as a guest, either Genetic Canvas or who knows, maybe Balls and Things or Breeding for the Future. Man, I drew a blank there for a second, my brain, but yeah. Malice. I'm preaching, team. Now, speaking of which, what up, Keys? Brother Keys, thank you for tapping in. Balls, and there we go. I knew he was going to show up on one of these podcasts. So y'all tune in. Mark the date. Mark your calendars. March 19th. Ash is going to be on Balls and Things, and he is going to be talking Malice. So if you don't believe me, if you don't think this gene is a real gene, and go to sleep on Ash. The rest of us know. The rest of us, we know. The fact, like I said, Levance is even in this project. So yeah, I've ever since Ash showed us the different combos on both Hair Down and Sophisticated Ignorance, I've been in love. I've been in love with that gene. And so if I had a starter 5, if I had to choose top 5 in complete dominance, Malice has to be number 4, even though I don't own it right now. But it's still number 4. Don't pause me. But I will say I am going to be getting tri-stripe from Ash before I get Malice. But I can't wait. I want both genes from him. Exactly. Nobody better be sleeping on Ash. Shout out to Ash. Morph Minded One on Instagram. Go follow him and join the movement. All right, let's see. What's my number 3? Number 3 favorite. Incomplete dominant or codom gene? Calico, not sugar. Calico. And as you can see, the big picture right here is my girl, Raja. Shout out to Nikki and Jason, my mentors from Mutation Station. They sold her to me when they started moving their collection and downsizing because they had a even more powerful calico that was breeding for them. So they gave her to me to work with, and I am breeding her. Well, I did breed her. She's locked 3 times with she's also head pie. So she's locked with Radican, my pinstripe head pie. So I'm hoping the odds guys are in my favor this year. We get some calico pies. Oh, I kind of zoomed in on my face again. We get some calico pies in Creative Reptiles. And I don't care if it's pinstripe too, because I love pinstripe. So if I get the all gener, a pinstripe calico pie, but she is like, the reason why I put her on this slideshow, because she's the snake that made me fall in love with calico. I did not know anything about calico until I walked into my mentor's house and they were giving me a tour of their snake collection, and they pulled her out and I said, whoa, what is that? And they said campfire, which is, for those who don't know, a campfire is a calico, cinnamon, inchy. That's it. Simple combos, calico, cinnamon, and inchy together. But she just happened to have head pie in her as well. But I love calicos, even if it's a low expression calico, which I don't have any. Every calico I have bought and invested in are high expressions. I have some I got 2 blackhead calicos. I have a calico pied, blackhead calico pied from Tommy, Inky Clouds, thank you. And I have a calico yellow belly blackhead from Lace Balls. Every calico that I have bought has been an example of what y'all see, the higher expressions. And and just like this one right here at the bottom, they give off amazing ringers. Calico, the ringers they give out, man, awesome. I love the ringers and calicos. But yeah, number 3. If someone put a gun to my head and said you can only work 3 snakes, 3 codoms, calico gonna be number 3. It's gonna be one of them. What up, everybody who's tapped in to this impromptu once a month live? This is not a podcast. I'm not creating a whole nother podcast. This is just a chill, hangout, vibing live. I just happen to have, something to talk about because of Reggie. Thank you, Reggie, Urban Jungle, for inspiring me when you made that TikTok of your top 5. Sammy, yeah, Pink Panther. Yes. Oh, yes. Sammy is also another one who's working calico. He said should be number 1. I'm sorry, Sammy. Everybody knows what's number 1. I ain't got to say it, but I'm going to say it in a few minutes. But everybody know who's my number 1. If anybody mentions the gene that I have for number 1, they automatically say where's the lies. Just like we say with prophecy with HRA. Everybody's like, where's the lies? Lies about to pop up in the chats. What? Yes, let's go. Key said that Reggie's going to also be on the episode with Ash. So they definitely going to be talking tri-stripe and showing some tri-stripe. So tune in. Balls and Things, March 18th. Is that what we said? Or February 18th? March 18th, 19th. Dang, 19th. There we go. I lost you in the comments. There we go. Balls and Things, March 19th. Ash from Morph Minded and Reggie's Urban Jungle will be special guests. So it's going to be, I'm a bookmark that. I can't wait for that live. That's going to be the podcast right there. Hush, Patrick, don't give it away. So number 3, calico. Now let's move on. What is number 2? And some of y'all may be shocked. And some of y'all won't. Number 2. LC Black Magic. Now, number 1 and number 2, it was a toss-up. I was flipping back and forth when I made this slide. I was flipping back and forth like, who gonna be number 1? Who gonna be number 2? It's because when I always tell everybody, I didn't want to be a breeder, and I never wanted to be a breeder. I'm going to highlight your comment just a second, Keith. I never wanted to be a breeder, and I never desired to be a breeder until I showed up on Keys' Hair Down Friday as their honorary member, their honorary suspect that month. And it was like 2 episodes back to back where everybody on the panel was showing off their snakes. And man, and one episode, KG came on there and showed a whole bunch of his snakes, and the one snake he pulled out, I lost my mind. And I was like, yep, I'm about to join the code of breeding. I'm about to be like these crazy nut jobs and actually add more snakes into my house that I don't need so I can make more snakes. Rock, what it do? Thanks for tapping in. And so that snake is the LC Black Magic. Now, KG has a couple. He's been working LC Black Magic for a while. I came from Europe. And if you want the history of the LC Black Magic, you ain't never heard of LC Black Magic, which we just call it LC for short, because there is a combo called the Black Magic on Morph Market. And so we don't want to confuse people. So we just say LC for short. If you want to know the history of it, it is on Ball Python. It's on 2 different websites. The history is on Morph Market themselves. And then it's also on another website. Let me pull it up, where it gives you all the history of the genes, who it was founded by, and all that jazz. So I don't have to regurgitate all that information to y'all. Use your Googles, put in LC Black Magic Ball Python, and it will pop up. It's on morphmarket.com under Ball Python Traits, Morphopedia. And it's also on World of Ball Pythons, the World of Ball Pythons website. It gives you the whole history of the LC Black Magic. But I learned it through KG. Shout out to Bond Projects. And he showed us his super. And when he showed us that super, we were like, dang. We went crazy. I know I went crazy internally. And I've been screaming, one day I'm going to get an LC. One day I'm going to get an LC. And lo and behold, this past year, KG blessed me with an opportunity to purchase an LC, not just one LC, but 2. I'm on a payment plan right now, and he's getting my mail established because for some reason, every snake I pick, they want to be picky eaters. They want to be hand fed. They want to do what they want to do and not grow. And KG don't believe in shipping out an animal that isn't established or thriving. So he working on my mail, but he sent me the female early than expected. And I call her Rio Vidal from one of my favorite villains in Marvel. And man, she's beautiful. Sometimes I open her tub. I don't even bother her. I just look at her. She's just so beautiful, but she's an LC pie. And my male is a black pastel LC and something else. I forgot. But the fact that in a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years, I could make my own super. Plus, there's other combinations, combos, and projects that I'll be throwing LC in. But LC, matter of fact, number 2 and number 1 are the stepping stones. They are the stepping stones. They are the top 2 because they are the foundation of Project Dark Mode. When I'm yelling Project Dark Mode, I'm not yelling out a new gene. I'm not yelling out a new combo or a new name. I'm not trying to be like Canova and name something that already exists, something different, aka the Mace. No, I'm not doing that. It's just a name, a clever name for the project, because the project is specifically all dark genes. I'm trying to play with all the dark genes. And if a dark gene like the black pastel can't have a super because it's imperfect, I'm going to mix that with a different dark gene to get a dark snake. So I just want to play around with all the dark genes, be a mad scientist, mix and mingle, and see what happens. And so that's why I call it Project Dark Mode, because I'm all about making dark snakes. I want 10 years from now, I want to go into my snake shed, open up a rack, and half to 70% all dark snakes. No lights. I have a couple of lights because I still like bananas and bells and things like that. I like Orange Dream. I like Ultra Male. But majority are going to be dark snakes. So that's my goal. And so that's why the LC Black Magic is number 2, because it's said that it's going to be the number 2 foundation for Project Dark Mode. I want Creative Reptiles to be known as the person you go to for your dark snakes. You want a black snake, you want an all black snake that doesn't have duck bill, that doesn't produce kinks, that doesn't go to, when people say I like dark jeans, I want everybody to say go to Creative Reptiles. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, that's the lane that I'm going in. And again, I'm still going to play with lighter jeans. There are some light jeans I like, but I'm all about that Project Dark Mode. So yeah, LC Black Magic, shout out to KG and D. Shout out to Bond Projects for introducing me to this gene. And shout out to the original people, the LC, the couple who founded the gene. Shout out to y'all for doing the work, founding the gene, and then providing it for people like me to be able to get in the future. So yes, LC Black Magic. Now, everybody should know what number 1 is. Matter of fact, I ain't saying it. I want y'all to say it in the chats before I do it. Before I put it up, I want y'all to tell me, what is my number 1 incomplete dominant gene? And of course, Rock, thanks for tapping in. I saw you come in. Let's see. Sammy, I saw you come in. What up? What is Elias's number 1? Josh already said it. Pat said it too. He said it first, but he said it ahead of time. But yep, Rock got it. Yeah, it is Blackhead. And as y'all can see, look at all the different examples. Just like Pied is so versatile when it comes to recessives. You never know what you're going to get out of a Pied. To me, Blackhead is just as versatile. It is the perfect. I have yet to see a Blackhead combo I didn't like. Pause. I take that back. There was a Blackhead snake that I did not like, and that was a simple single gene Blackhead clown. And that was because of the clown. The clown effed it up. But other than that, there's not a Blackhead I don't love. Besides that one single gene Blackhead clown, there is not a Blackhead combo that came out that I don't love. And as you can see in this big picture, I just had to post this up. This is a snake. I believe it's just Blackhead red gene ringer. I believe so, but it's possible it could have some extra in there. But this is the snake I'm getting from Father Don. Shout out to Father Don. And then up here, all these are other Blackhead snakes that I have picked off of Morph Market. But y'all, my house, my apartment, that's way back there. I'm not going to tell y'all my complete number of snakes I have because I don't want ears to listen to how many snakes I have in my collection. But if we're just talking about pythons, let's just say ballpark average, if I have 40 ball pythons, half of those are Blackhead of some sort of Blackhead. I went Blackhead crazy. I've invested in a lot of Blackheads from different genetics, Blackhead HRA, Blackhead calicos. Of course, they have recessives or heads attached to them. I'm just throwing stuff out. The Blackhead just everywhere. Most of them. I'm glad. Shout out to Husbandry Pro. First of all my Blackheads, they are so uniquely different that I could just, if you put them all in one tub and then ask me to pick who is who, I can tell you that's Maleficent, that's Corella, that's Anansi, I can pick my babies out. I can pick my children out of a lineup. However, if I couldn't, there's a reason why I have Husbandry Pro and labels with names, because it's a lot of them in my house. Blackhead is number 1 for me. That was the snake, Blackhead. And the reason why Blackhead was number 1 for me, because I specifically remember, just like I told y'all, I was honorary suspect for Hair Down Fridays, and KG was showing the LC. Before KG showed the LC, I will never forget it. Adam from I can never say his name right. Eccentric Reptiles. No, Esoteric. I can never say the name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Adam with the good hair before he shaved it off. He showed a bunch of blackhead combos on that episode. I'll never forget it. On that episode where Lady Tiz had bust me out and said, "You're going to be a breeder too, Elias, now." And I was like, yeah, that episode, I'll never forget. Adam got on that show and showed us so many different blackhead combos that I was like, at that point, I said, yep, it is amazing. That I don't regret it. I love it. And I'm getting some more. I have some more on payment plans. I have another one coming from Lace. I'm pretty sure the moment Tommy posts something on Instagram, I'm being her DMs again. Shout out to Tommy from Naked Class. I have a couple of snakes from her. Of course, my mentors, Nikki and Jason, Mutation Station, I'm actually paying off a snake with them right now. There's going to be a special, I'm not going to give it away, but it's going to be a special split clutch project with Pip Set, with Pip Stalkers. And she is blackhead with a couple of other codons and a fire recessive that I cannot wait. Not the Gene Fire, but I'm just saying, adjective. She is amazing. And I can't wait. It's gonna be big. And my goal, I'm gonna give this away because I'm not gonna be the first to hit it. I'm probably haven't been the first. Someone has probably hit it before me either. Pause. I just realized what I just said. That did sound crazy. That did just sound. I know that someone has already made this combo somewhere in the world. They're probably just hiding it, but I want to make my own super LC Black Magic, super blackhead. I pray. But I can't get that out of my head. A super LC Black Magic and a super blackhead. That's the goal. If someone put a gun to my head and said, you can only pick 2 snakes to work with, 2 genes, it's LC Black Magic and it's blackhead. I love it. Those are my top. Yes. What up, Father Don? Thanks for tapping in. All the darkness. Sammy said, I'm working on there right now to make super. Yeah. I'm for it. Let's see. I might have to go into your show tomorrow at 7 o'clock and show off some blackhead. Ooh, you made some blackheads this year, Sammy. All right. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link tomorrow. Let's see. Remind me though, because y'all know when I get to working, because I teach during the daytime, I might forget. So DM me and say send the link tomorrow. Remind me. Let's see. I have to consult her. Look, I love Husbandry Pro. I was sitting there. Don't worry. The next random live I do on this channel, I'm gonna go over. I'm in this flash drive I got. Husbandry Pro got it to where you can plug in your different snakes and make breeding plans. You can make them ahead of time without breeding them yet. And I've made Project Pie, Project Ultra Male, Dark Mode Project, Project Paint, and it's something else. I listed every male that I have and every possible female that I want to breed to each male, and I have it saved as a PDF file. That I can print off for future. And we're going to go over some of those. Not all of those, but we're going to go over some of those on my next live. Again, this is just a hangout live. This is not a podcast. This is just Snake Prince Live. But yeah, I love Husbandry Pro. I love the labels, the custom labels that I make. Every time I get a new snake or acquire a new snake, even the snakes I don't have that I'm paying off right now, they already have their names in Husbandry Pro with their genetics and who I'm getting them from. And all I got to do is just print and laminate them when they come. But I love that app. And I know Morph Market is now doing it. I know there are other software systems that does it. I don't mind spending the $7.99. No, I think I just spent $4.99, whatever, a month. I love Husbandry Pro. Husbandry Pro is so good. The breeding feature, the label maker feature. Even if you just want to list your snakes and not do anything else. Just list them and the feeding feature to remind you who you fed last and when. It's a great tracking tool, and you can always export those into not PowerPoints, to Excel spreadsheets if you want to. You can always export and save them to your computer for future references. And so it helps keep me organized. But I love it. Let's see. I have a pastel blackhead spot nose clown female. Ooh, I'm breeding her to a pastel blackhead Mojave ghost. That's dope. That's dope. Sammy, can't wait to see. Can't wait to see. But yeah, that's it. Let's go over for all the late birds who came in late on the live. Thank y'all for tapping into this random live I just decided to do all of a sudden. Just to test out my new camera. And I will be showing y'all this again, this new camera that I got. It's the same one that Heathen Hatchery Brian got. He the one who recommended to me, and I love it so far. I just gotta turn off the hand signal so it doesn't accidentally zoom into my face when I don't need it to. But anyways, number 1, Kodam Blackhead. Number 2, LC Black Magic. Number 3, Calico. Number 4, Malice. Number 5, Cypress. And honorable mentions, Nanny, Leopard, Black Pastel, Bongo, GHI. And then Recessives, of course, Pied. Number 1, number 2, Paint. Number 3, Puzzle. Number 4, Ultramale. Number 5, Tri-Stripe. And then honorable mentions, Keys Don't Kill Me. We have Cryptic, the Albinos, Monarch. Again, Keys Don't Kill Me. That's why it's an honorable mention and not a top 5. Monsoon. And then Black Exanthus / TSK. So that's it, y'all, as far as my top recessives and Kodams that I like. Let me stop sharing this slide. But as y'all can see, I got a new webcam. So hopefully on Snake Cinema Podcast from now on, I can be, well, I'm not in 4K right now because I don't pay that StreamYard expensive price. I'm not in 4K, but I'm in 1080p. And as y'all can see, it's a whole lot different. And then it tracks where I go. If I disappear, it's going to find me. It's AI. And so I love it. But, and again, shout out to Heathen Hatchery Brian for introducing me to this camera. This camera is dope. And this is what it looks like. It's tiny. Like very, sir. He don't even want to show y'all. Let me put it close to my face so it can find. Over here, sir. I'm over here. AI. So yeah, tiny camera, but it's super dope. I have it on a mini table tripod, and this is the camera I'm definitely taking with me to LA. For those who don't know, I won a vending table at KG&D's Reptile Breeder Show. So on March 1st, I will be in LA live from that show doing Snake Cinema Podcast, and hopefully I can interview some breeders who are there, people who are a part of the bomb squad who are going. And y'all know, because the Snake Cinema Podcast, I will be asking people their favorite movies and favorite TV shows. We're going to be discussing that. So March 1st, be on the lookout. Snake Cinema Podcast only on the Whiskey Bum Network, live from the Reptile Breeder Show. And I'm definitely taking this webcam with me. This is amazing. I love this thing. But yeah, I look nice and crisp. I thought I was getting that camera. Yeah, this camera's nice. It's the Tiny 2 Lite. I know Brian got the bigger version of this, which is just the Tiny 2. But this was on sale for like $154 during the holiday season. It's probably still on there on Amazon for like $150. So I went ahead, and since I got some gift cards and things like that for Christmas, I went ahead and spent that Christmas money on that. Super dope. But this was a great impromptu live. Again, this live, the Snake Prince lives are strictly once a month, unless something random happens. Like if my snakes end up on another fashion show runway or something in the springtime, and I've already done a live, well, I might do another live where I talk. But these lives is where I chat with y'all, talk to y'all, just to keep my channel, Creative Reptiles channel, in the algorithms, and also just to chat with my followers, my subscribers, supporters, you guys. And we will talk about different topics. Like I said, next month of February, the topic will be my breeding plans, at least some of them. I'm not going to tell y'all everything, but I would tell y'all, or if I do tell y'all, I'm just going to tell y'all the snakes' names and what project they're a part of. Like I'll say Radican, Project Pied, and he's going to go to Raja, which that's the parent I'm doing right now, what I did for this season. They're part of Project Pied because they're both head pies, and hopefully I get some calico pies. So we're going to talk about our parents. And if anybody, because these are random lives, if I ever go live and y'all want the link, the StreamYard link, y'all want to join on the conversation, you're welcome to. Again, this is not a podcast. This is just some chill Snake Prince Lives. But thank y'all for tapping in. I know that Mike from Herb Collectors will be coming on soon, probably in another hour, or maybe 30 minutes. I don't know. But no, in another hour. He comes in on 8 o'clock. So Mike from Herb Collectors, they have the Chondro Corner tonight. The Chondro Corner. So please, and it's hosted by Ro, R-O. So please support them tonight. And then I'm pretty sure Billy and Greg are on. Craig, sorry, not Greg. Craig are on right now for their Monday podcast. So my channel, my content, I forgot what he named it. I don't know. But so y'all can tap in and watch that. But thank y'all. And I hope y'all enjoyed my list and share this out. Replay Gang, shout out Replay Gang. And of course, watch all the shows. Tuesday, Genetic Canvas on the Whiskey Bomb Network. Of course, we have Off the Plank podcast with our friends, Banna, DJ, Brian, Brandon, and of course, y'all know the Wild Bunch, me, Rock, Father Dunn, Candy, Maki, Bear, Beyond the Scales podcast. So we are hitting up Tuesdays, and of course, Wednesday is all belong to Whiskey Wednesday. We have balls and things with Keys and Wiz, and then of course I don't know if they're going to do one this week, but Instagram, Jaffe and KG have their show and sale. And then, of course, Thursdays, Mike, Herb Collectors, Clutch Conversations, and a slew of other podcasts are on Thursdays. And then, y'all know, Friday, Hair Down Friday. And then that starts off the Weekend Warriors Friday. Then Saturday, you got me. Got Nikki, Irresistibles with In Your Circle, Kurt, Angel. We have Wiz, Sophisticated Ignorance on Saturday evenings. Of course, once a month they have, or every other week is Starting to Pip on Keys channel on Saturdays as well in the afternoons. So we take over the weekends. And then, of course, Sunday, Show Me Your Rack, Irresistibles, Breeding for the Future on Keys' channel, Charge It to My Head, Not My Heart, Snake Shuari Sunday, FNA Balls podcast, and then of course this Sunday, premiere, Everyday Keep Us with Father Dunn, and who knows, you might see a cute little black trans boy on there being interviewed about pet keeping. Who knows? I don't know. But check us out. We taking over the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We taking over Whiskey Bomb Network and affiliates. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thanks, Fred. I appreciate y'all. Yes. Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Fred and AJ, Brian, what's good? I look cute like you now, Brian. We got the same camera. My camera came in. That's the main reason why I got on this live, just to test the camera settings out, which was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. I just got to turn off these hand signals so it stops zooming in. Yes, Everyday Keep Us, Father Dunn. We're going to be talking about our pet keeping pets. And he's not just doing reptiles, y'all. It's not just reptiles. Yes, he will have some reptile guests, but he's going to be his guest list that he got lined up. I'm just a little old appetizer. I'm just a Caesar salad for episode 1. But the main courses, the rest of these guests he got lined up, woo, he going to have some more animals outside of reptiles So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I can't wait for the Kanye Corset episode. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be doing as far as the dogs go. I'm just rooting for Kanye Corsos because I love Quake and I love Swagger. But yeah. Anyways, let me go. I don't want to take up any more of Billy and Greg's time on their show. And I definitely don't want to run into Mike and the Chondro Corner show. So anyways, thank y'all again for joining Snake Prince live stream number 1. Hope to do so. Hopefully at the end of the year, we just have 12 of these live streams because I only want to do this once a month. But if anything special happens, or if any random topic happens and I want to talk about it, we will do that on this channel on Snake Prince Live. Again, this is not a podcast. This is just a hangout. And I love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in to the very first live stream of the year. And we will check y'all out later. Peace. Ooh. Let me go ahead and do the old school outro just for the fun of it. Your one-stop review, let it sink in. Hip-hop vibes, we break it down. Laughs and insights all around.